You have probably seen her work in a hotel room, on a card, in IKEA, or maybe an art tile. But you may not know the artist behind these iconic images.
I will do things that are really subtle for a while.
Meet Amy Melius, an artist who fell in love with photography at a very young age.
I knew photography was right for me really early. It was not a subtle thing either. It was, well, it's not an exaggeration to say it was like being struck by lightning.
Amy took her love of photography and her passion for art and merged them to create these one-of-a-kind images that can be seen in calendars, birthday cards, and are often hanging on a wall of an upscale hotel or office.
I love the phone calls I'll get from a family member. My sister would say, "We're in Indiana, we're at a hotel, and guess whose work is in the lobby on the wall?" And I love that. It's somebody went to London to a beautiful clothing shop and sent me a picture of my work on the wall at the clothing shop.
Today, Amy is living her dream life on Salt Spring Island, doing what she loves where she loves. But getting there was a long, serendipitous journey. And it all began when she had the courage to close down her card business and follow her passion.
The card business was born because of the images that were glued to the front. But then over time, the more cards I sold, the less time I had to take the pictures and make the artwork.
And here is where the story gets interesting. Amy knew what she wanted to do, but she didn't know how she was going to do it and survive financially.
So
but shortly after she decided to shut her card company down, her phone started to ring.
That's the beautiful thing about the cards too, is they went out all over the world, and publishers and art directors, they shop too, so they found some of those cards out on their racks, and little by little I was contacted by a few different publishers who asked if I might like to loan my images for their purposes.
But it was these iconic images that a dealer bought from Amy that were so wildly successful that she knew she was on the right path.
The message I got from the universe was, not only is it okay, go. And so from that point on, I trusted what I loved.
Those images not only paid the mortgage, but gave her the confidence to continue to do what she loves.
Everything I do begins with the camera, and it might not even be like this. It might be my iPhone. I make my prints right here in my own studio, and then I take it to the easel, and I just can't resist. I don't really often know if I'm going to paint it just a little bit or a lot. I really, really love the merging of the photograph with the handwork. It's just turned out to be perfect for me, because the information that I gather with the camera, I really value. But the camera is so objective and it's so literal, it can't really capture fully what I was noticing about that scene or subject.
Amy also loves to teach and mentor young artists and to share her greatest life lessons.
If I trust what I love and what I find beautiful, it always works out.
But the most rewarding part of Amy's career can be summed up by this.
All we need to do is pay close attention and spend the time with anything that you encounter, and all the lessons, all the beauty, all the reward, and all the gifts to share are all there. So the creative process has really been a beautiful teacher.
From Salt Spring Island, I'm Karen Elgersma.